Toronto Police will be discussing an increase to its budget this year, a move that has been heavily criticized in the past. A new report says an extra $20 million is needed. However, critics say there are ways to keep costs down.
I'm very concerned about this idea that we have to continually be giving increases.
300 more officers to lower 911 emergency response times. Those are among the reasons being given to increase the Toronto Police budget for this year by $20 million to what could be $1.2 billion. The recommendation being made despite the push in recent years to defund the police amidst violent incidents and criticism over systemic racism in the force.
It seems like when the police aren't getting it right, we're supposed to give them an increase, and when they are getting it right, we are supposed to give them an increase. So it just seems like it's a constant inflation, and the inflation is not a small number. We're talking, $20 to $60 million.
Chief Myron Demkew has said the additional money is needed because of an increase in 911 calls, hate crimes, carjackings, and the city's population growth. All reasons the police union agrees with.
The city's grown exponentially with an additional 460,000 people here in the city. Since 2010, we've actually dropped almost 600 police officers. We need to make sure that we have the capacity to make sure that we can answer the calls in time.
The police union has even gone to the degree of dropping flyers in mailboxes throughout the city. Others, meanwhile, make the argument that even more money will end up being added for wage increases on top of the requested amount, when efficiencies can otherwise be found.
You don't need an armed cop with body armor and a gun and taser to issue traffic tickets. And in fact, you probably don't need that too often in terms of managing traffic.
The request for more funding also comes at a time the city is expanding its community crisis service, being put in place to reduce the need for police to answer mental health calls.
We're already moving some of their services to community-based supports, like around mental health supports and what to do in a crisis, rather than calling the police in a case of an emotional crisis. There are these other strategies. So we're taking some of the services away from the police, which should decrease their budget.
The Toronto Police Board will be discussing the matter at its meeting tomorrow. The city's official budget launch begins on January 10th. Mark McAllister, City News.